All hockey players should be using the jump rope in their training. Here are the reasons why. The first reason is coordination. If you're not coordinated, jump rope will be impossible for you. The rope will get caught in your feet right away. But with practice, your coordination will improve and you will get better at jumping rope for long periods of time. Jump rope is also a great exercise to teach your nervous system to coordinate tasks between your hands and your feet. You have to time when you swing the rope with your hands to when you leave the ground with your feet. As hockey players, and particularly as goalies, we're often doing one thing with our feet while doing something else with our hands. Think about shuffling while moving our hands, skating while stick handling, and stretching out your leg while tracking the puck into your glove. The rhythm and coordination you develop when jumping rope is second to none. It is an amazing way to build a true athlete. Boxers have been using the jump rope as a tool forever for conditioning, footwork, and fluidity. Think about what you'll look like on the ice after hours of jump rope training. Think about the neural pathways you'll develop, the split-second timing trained with each swing of the rope, the connection between your eyes, hands, and feet with each jump. Reason number 2 is brain stimulation and cognitive function. This actually relates to the last point about coordination. Jump rope requires mental focus. There is a high level of spatial awareness required to perfectly time each jump. Try it yourself. If you're off with your timing by even a millisecond, the rope will catch in your feet and you'll have to start over. The hemispheres of your brain are activated every time you jump rope, forming new neural connections and improving your cognitive function. This is perfect for hockey players. Think about the cognitive function required to move across the crease while reading the trajectory of a one-timer. Think about the mental processing required to take a pass off of your skate in stride with an opposing player stepping up to hit you. I have a theory that the mental processing required to jump rope well is the reason it's so physically demanding. The brain energy needed to time your jumps with the rope is vastly more tiring than something simple like pedaling on a stationary bike or going for a jog. If you want to be more athletic, if you want to move with rhythm and coordination, you need to jump rope. Reason number 3, cardiovascular and endurance training. Jump rope is obviously good for your cardiovascular system. It gets your heart rate up very quickly and it won't take most people long to get winded. Unlike cycling and even more than running, jump rope is a full body exercise. It works everything from your feet to your hands. I always get a good forearm pump after jumping rope. You'll likely also feel a burn in your shoulders and your arms if you do it long enough. There was a study led by John A. Baker at Arizona University that demonstrated that 10 minutes of jump rope is an equivalent cardiovascular workout to 30 minutes of running. It makes sense when you consider how demanding jump rope is on the body, and like I said earlier, how demanding it is on your mind. This burns more energy and makes it a much tougher workout. Jump rope also burns a lot more calories than other cardio options, so if you're interested in weight loss, it is a good option as well. Jump rope is versatile in its type of cardio training when you get good at it. That means you can go easy and work the aerobic system for longer periods of time at a slower pace, or you can do short, intense bursts for more anaerobic type training. However you do it, jump rope will train your cardiovascular and muscular endurance capabilities. Reason number 4, tendon strengthening. If you follow goalie strength, you know I'm a big fan of extensive high rep plyometrics. This type of training strengthens the tendons of the lower leg, making them more resilient, stronger, and resistant to injury. Jump rope is basically plyometrics. Lots of low jumps over and over again. This thickens the tendons and makes them healthier and more resilient. Jump rope is also a great workout for the tissues of the foot, ankle, and lower leg. 10 minutes of jump rope will have your calves screaming. Your feet will be sore, exposed to the stress of jumping off the ground over and over. Done right, with progressive exposure and proper recovery, everything will grow stronger. You will recruit the muscles of your feet and lower leg in a way that's hard to replicate doing anything else. The next reason is practicality. You can bring a jump rope anywhere, and let's face it, some training tools just aren't practical. You can't bring a barbell on the road. You can't bring a stationary bike to the arena, but a jump rope can fit into any bag. You can even travel the world with it. I used to always have a jump rope in my hockey bag so that I could include it in my off-ice warm-up before games. They're cheap too. For less than $20, you can have a tool for anaerobic and aerobic conditioning, coordination, muscular endurance, tendon strengthening, and more that you can take anywhere with you. I love using the air bike for cardio, but I can't exactly carry it around with me, but I can with a jump rope. The next reason is easy introduction to plyos and sprints. I tell every hockey player that they should be doing plyometrics and sprints. But if you're a 40-year-old beer leaguer that hasn't sprinted since high school, I don't recommend you go to the track and try to copy Usain Bolt right away. The jump rope is an easy introduction to explosive training. You're not jumping high, you're not lengthening your hamstrings at peak velocity like you are in a sprint. Instead, you're training the ability to leave the ground, hit the ground, and reflexively leave the ground again. This is a fantastic introduction to plyometric training, and it's where I would start anyone getting into training for power. The risk for injury is much lower than sprinting as fast as you can, for example. It's also self-correcting, meaning if you make a mistake, you know right away because the rope will get caught in your feet. Any mistakes with timing or loss of posture are corrected immediately. The same can't be said for sprints. You often don't realize your mistake until you get a sharp pain in your hamstring. Another reason you should be jumping rope is bone density. Jump rope obviously involves impact. Your feet are hitting the ground with each rep. While you should cautiously manage the impact of your training over weeks and months, when done properly, medium or high impact training can do important things for your bone density. The impact of landing on the ground stimulates bone growth and increases bone density, meaning your bones literally rebuild themselves stronger after each training session. Wolff's Law states that bones become thicker and stronger over time as they adapt to the loads placed on them. Basically, what happens here is bone remodeling, where osteoblasts are stimulated to create new bone tissue. This is fantastic for injury prevention and is one of the reasons it's so important to lift weights. While low impact training can have its place, particularly in very early stage injury recovery, training with appropriate impact and load bearing can cause fantastic adaptations in the body, and jump rope is one of the best ways to do this. I hope this video has motivated you to start jumping rope more often, and if it has, here are a couple options for adding it into your current routine. You can do 5 minutes before any workout or on-ice session as a warm-up, and of course the 5 minutes is just a general recommendation. Maybe you can only do a minute, or maybe you can do 10-15 minutes before you get tired. It's up to you, but this approach is just about getting a little bit in, doing some jump rope before you work out or before you go on the ice to get your heart rate up, get you warmed up, and get you more exposure to jump rope training. You can also train with the jump rope on its own day, say 2 to 3 times a week, 10 minutes to start, and increasing as you adapt to the effort and increase your skill. The thing with jump rope is the better you get at it, the easier it gets, and the less of a cardio workout it is. So at first, 10 minutes might be really hard, and then after a little bit of time, 10 minutes might be easy, and you want to increase that workout to 15 or 20 minutes or even longer. One thing you can also do is count your jumps, so you can set a timer and see how long it takes you to complete 1,000 jumps. If it takes 11 minutes, you can then set a goal for your next workout to try to get 1,000 jumps in 10 minutes, or maybe complete 1,200 jumps in 11 minutes. Any option here can work. The important thing with jump rope is to be consistent with it. Don't quit just because you find it hard at first. That's the point. When you fail, when you get your feet caught on the rope, that's your brain and body literally adapting. You are rewiring your nervous system to become a more coordinated, fit, and dynamic athlete. And that's why I think it's so important for hockey players and especially goalies to include jump rope training in their workouts. It's very easy to add into your training schedule. It's very practical. You can bring it anywhere. It's used by athletes in all different sports, but especially boxers and martial artists. You'll see that they're very good at jumping rope. People like Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali was great at jumping rope. It's something that they've always used to increase their agility, improve their footwork and their coordination, and also get into really good shape for a fight. I think jump rope training can be applied to hockey as well. It will make you more coordinated. It will make you more responsive and more injury resilient on the ice. It's going to build up your gas tank, and it's just a great training option to include. If you like this video, please share it with a hockey playing friend. Please check out goaliestrength.com for our training programs and our goalie clothing line, and I will see you in the next video.